You potentially want to adopt me, and I mean this genuinely. Okay, we're in a cost of living crisis. I'm struggling to move out.
I'm tired of being single. I want to be a wife.
70% are women that are initiating divorces in this country.
So I've come to the conclusion that women are hotter than men.
Yo, buckle up, because I'm about to drop a truth bomb that'll hit you like a freight train to the chest. This ain't your grandma's love story. It's a gut punch to the fairy tale lies we've been fed. I'm spilling the tea on why dating in 2025 is a dumpster fire, and trust me, it's gonna get messy. If this hits you in the feels, smash that like button, flood the comments, and subscribe. Let's get this raw convo going. A dimly lit bar, neon flickering like a dying heartbeat. The air's thick with cheap beer, cologne, and the faint whiff of desperation. I'm slouched in a sticky booth, thumb numb from swiping through a dating app that's basically a slot machine rigged to rob me blind. Yo, fam, buckle up, because I'm about to rip the Band-Aid off the biggest scam we've all been fed. Love. Not the mushy, butterflies crap you see in rom-coms. Nah, I'm talking about the soul-sucking, wallet-draining, heart-shredding con that's got us all acting unwise. I'm 35, single as a lone sock in a laundromat, sitting here in this dive bar, staring at my phone like it's gonna spit out Mr. Perfect. Spoiler alert, it's not. These dating apps, they're digital quicksand, pulling you in with fake promises of your match is out there, while you're just swiping through bots, thirst traps, and dudes who think wide at 2 a.m. is a personality. I'm out here dropping cash on premium subscriptions like a sucker, hoping for a connection, but all I get is a ghosted convo and a bruised ego. Love's supposed to be this epic quest, right? Like some knight in shining armor bullshit? Nah, it's a rigged casino where the house always wins and the house is a cold, empty bed. I've been at this for years. Dates that go nowhere, matches that fizzle like a wet firecracker. Every, hey, you're cute, feels like a punch I should have dodged. And the worst part? We're all in on the lie, chasing this fairy tale dream while the world laughs. You ever feel like you're stuck in this dating hellscape, swiping your life away? Drop your story in the comments, because I know I ain't alone in this mess. My apartment, 2 a.m., the room swallowed by shadows except for the cold glow of my phone, lighting my face like a pathetic campfire. I'm scrolling through a text thread that's been dead for 3 weeks, each unanswered message a fresh stab to the gut. Yo, fam, let's talk about the shittiest trend in this 2025 dating circus, ghosting. It's not just a fade out, it's a full-on middle finger to your soul. I'm lying here, heart pounding like a bad club beat, rereading texts with this dude, let's call him Jake, because he's got that generic fuckboy energy. We were vibing, or so I thought. Swapped memes about sad Affleck, planned a coffee date, even had me picking out an outfit like a damn fool. I let my guard down, let myself hope, and for what? Poof! Jake's gone, vanished like my faith in humanity. No sorry, not feeling it. No, my dog ate my phone. Just silence, cold and cruel as a winter ditch. Ghosting's the coward's anthem, and Jake's out here singing it loud. Every unanswered text is a knife, twisting deeper, whispering, you ain't worth a reply. I check my phone like an addict, hoping for a sign, but all I get is a void that's louder than words. And the kicker? I've ghosted too. Yeah, I'm not innocent. I've left dudes hanging when I got scared or bored. Because it's easier to disappear than to deal. We're all playing this spineless game, dodging accountability like it's a bullet. But damn, when it's you on the receiving end, it's like your heart's been tossed in a shredder. I'm stuck in this graveyard of what-ifs, haunted by Jake's digital ghost, wondering what I did wrong. You been ghosted like this? Spill your story in the comments, because this shit's universal, and I'm tired of screaming into the void alone. A crowded coffee shop, the air buzzing with overpriced lattes and forced small talk. I'm tucked in a corner, earbuds half in, eavesdropping on a first date that's tanking harder than a bad Netflix reboot. The guy's sweating, the girl's scrolling her phone, and I'm sipping my overrated cappuccino, judging them both. Yo, fam, let's talk about the fantasy factory. That shiny, soul-crushing machine pumping out lies about love like it's a Hollywood production line. I'm in this coffee shop watching this dude, let's call him Mike, because he's got that I'm trying too hard vibe, crash and burn on a first date. His match, some chick with a TikTok glow-up, is giving him the icy stare, because he suggested coffee instead of a rooftop bar, with fairy lights and a violin quartet. Bro, it's 11 a.m. Mike's just a regular dude with a 9-to-5 and a Honda, not Ryan Gosling in a rom-com montage. But she's sitting there, expecting a sunset kiss and a slow-motion laugh track, like love's supposed to be a curated Instagram reel. This is the scam we've all bought into, thanks to the fantasy factory, social media, movies, all that noise selling us a polished lie. Every TikTok couple with their matching outfits and choreographed dances has us thinking love's a highlight reel, not a messy, sweaty grind. I've been there, swiping for a prince who'll whisk me away, only to get a dude who texts, "You up," at midnight. We're chasing a script that doesn't exist, dumping anyone who doesn't sparkle like a CGI dreamboat. And for what? To cry in my DMs when the real world doesn't deliver? Mike's out here fumbling, and she's already mentally swiping left, addicted to the fantasy. We're all guilty, holding people to standards no human can meet. You ever fall for this fairy tale BS? Drop your dumbest dating expectation in the comments, because I know I'm not the only one stuck in this delusional movie. A crowded coffee shop in the heart of the city, the air thick with the scent of overpriced lattes, and the hum of forced small talk. I'm slouched in a corner, earbuds dangling like a half-hearted lifeline, sipping a cappuccino that cost more than my self-esteem. Across the room, a first date is imploding like a cheap firework, and I'm eating it up like reality TV. Yo, fam, let's rip the curtain off the biggest con in town, the fantasy factory. This ain't about love. It's about the shiny, soul-crushing machine that's been pumping lies into our brains since we were old enough to swoon over Disney princes. I'm parked in this bougie coffee shop watching a dude. Let's call him Mike, because he's got that I'm trying too hard energy, crash and burn on a first date. His match, some chick with a TikTok glow-up and lashes longer than my patience, is giving him the coldest side-eye I've ever seen. Why? Because Mike dared suggest a coffee date at 11 a.m. instead of a rooftop bar with fairy lights, a violin quartet, and a sunset straight out of a Pinterest board. Bro, it's not even noon. Mike's just a regular guy with a 9-to-5, a Honda Civic, and a nervous smile, not Ryan Gosling scripted for The Notebook. But she's sitting there, scrolling her phone, expecting a full-on rom-com montage, slow-motion laughs, witty banter, and a sparkly filter to make her feel like the main character. This is the fantasy factory at work, y'all. Social media, Netflix, those TikTok couples with their matching outfits and choreographed dances. They've got us brainwashed. We're out here chasing a love story that's been edited, cropped, and auto-tuned to perfection. I've been that fool, swiping through dating apps like I'm auditioning for a Hallmark movie, thinking my soulmate is one match away. Spoiler, he's not. Last year, I went on a date with this guy. Let's call him Chad, because he had that generic gym bro vibe. I showed up, hair done, outfit slaying, ready for some movie-level chemistry. What did I get? A dude who spent 20 minutes talking about his protein shake regimen and then asked to split the bill on a $12 coffee? Where's my sunset kiss? Where's my witty banter? Nowhere, because real life ain't got no filter. It's sweaty, awkward, and full of guys who think wide is a love language. We've all been suckered by this fantasy factory. Instagram's got us drooling over couples posing in Santorini, all golden hour glow and heart emojis. TikTok's pushing couple goals with synchronized dance routines and captions like, "He's my forever." Meanwhile, I'm over here burning toast and crying to a sad playlist because my last date ghosted me after I mispronounced quinoa. We're chasing a script that doesn't exist, holding every poor soul to a standard no human can meet. Mike's out here fumbling, trying to make small talk about the weather, while his date's mentally swiping left, addicted to the idea of a flawless Prince Charming who'll whisk her away from her 9-to-5 grind. And me? I'm just as guilty. I've dumped guys for not being romantic enough. Like I expect them to show up with a boombox outside my window like it's 1989. The worst part, the fantasy factory doesn't just screw up our expectations, it makes us hate what's real. Mike's not a bad dude, he's just not a CGI dreamboat. But his date's already checked out, dreaming of some influencer boyfriend who'll fund her aesthetic lifestyle. And I'm no saint either. I've passed on solid guys because they didn't give me butterflies or match the vibe of some viral couple I saw online. For what? To go home and scroll through more lies, feeling like garbage because my life doesn't look like a curated reel? This fantasy factory's got us trapped, chasing a high that fades faster than a Snapchat story. We're so busy hunting for perfection that we're blind to the messy human connections right in front of us. You ever fall for this fairy tale bullshit? Ever ditch someone because they didn't live up to some Instagram-fueled dream? Drop your dumbest dating expectation in the comments, because I know I'm not the only one who's been played by this fantasy factory. Let's call it out and burn it down together. A park bench under a gray sky, the kind that makes you feel like the universe is sulking. I'm chain-smoking my feelings after another situationship went up in flames, the air thick with regret and the faint buzz of distant city noise. My phone's blowing up with notifications, but none of them matter. Yo, fam, let's get real about the war-tearing dating apart in 2025. A clash of wants so brutal, it's like we're all fighting in a cage match with no referee. I'm sitting on this park bench, lungs burning from cheap cigarettes, trying to make sense of why I'm still single while the world spins on without me. Here's the deal. Men and women are locked in this toxic tug of war, each side screaming for what they want while offering jack shit in return. It's a bloodbath of egos and nobody's winning. Men? They're out here hunting for a unicorn, a low-maintenance chick who looks like a Victoria's Secret model, but acts like their mom, cooking meatloaf, folding their socks, and cheering their every fart like it's a TED Talk. Meanwhile, they're bringing what? A gym membership and a half-assed wide text at 2 a.m.? Get out of here with that noise. Women ain't any better, trust me. We're demanding a 6-foot ATM with a PhD in cuddling who will bankroll our nail appointments, plan romantic getaways, and never glance at our TikTok addiction. I went out with this dude. Let's call him Derek. That's because he had that I peaked in college vibe. Derek wanted me to be his hype woman, his therapist, his personal chef, all while splitting the bill 50-50 at a dive bar. Bro, I'm not your unpaid intern. I'm supposed to pour my soul into you while you can't even plan a date that doesn't involve happy hour wings? Nah, I'm good. But let's flip the script. Because I'm not letting us ladies off the hook. I've seen my girls act like they deserve a sugar daddy just for existing. One friend, let's call her Sarah, ghosted a perfectly nice guy because he didn't offer to pay for her $200 brunch habit. She's out here posting dollar boss babe selfies, expecting a man to fund her find myself era, while she brings nothing but attitude to the table. It's like we're all playing a game of emotional poker, bluffing with empty hands, betting love we don't even have. Men want a Stepford wife without the commitment. Women want a fairy tale prince without the reciprocation. And the result? A battlefield littered with broken hearts and unmatched DMs. I had this situationship last month that sums it up. This guy, call him Nate, was all charm at first, sending memes, calling me babe, making me feel like I was the main character in his story. 2 weeks in, he's asking me to hold him down while he's figuring out his career. Translation, be his emotional crutch, cook him dinner, and don't ask questions while he's jobless and scrolling Tinder on the side. I flipped it on him, asked him to plan a real date, something with effort. You know what he said? Why you gotta make everything so complicated? Complicated? Bro, I just wanted dinner that wasn't from a food truck. Meanwhile, I caught myself pulling the same crap, expecting him to read my mind to know I wanted flowers without me saying it. We were both keeping score, tallying who owed who, like love's a damn spreadsheet. This war of wants is killing us. We're so busy demanding perfection, guys who provide, girls who submit, that we forget how to connect. Love ain't a transaction, but we're treating it like a Black Friday sale, snatching what we can and leaving empty-handed. I'm tired of it, fam. Tired of the games, the ultimatums, the you should have known bullshit. We're all out here shouting, gimme, 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 while the real shit, trust, effort, vulnerability, gets buried under the rubble. Who's screwing up this dating game more, men or women? Drop your take in the comments, because I'm over here drowning in this mess, and I know you've got war stories too. Let's air it out. My bedroom at 3 a.m., the kind of quiet that screams louder than a crowded bar. The ceiling's my only company, staring back like it knows all my secrets. My phone's dead on the nightstand, and the silence feels like a fist around my heart. Yo, fam, this one's gonna cut deep, so brace yourself. Loneliness ain't just a vibe. It's a tax, a soul-crushing fee you pay for daring to hope in this busted dating game. I'm lying here, 35, no partner, no kids, just me and a playlist of sad bangers that hit harder than a breakup text. My bed's a cold ocean, and I'm drowning in it, night after night. I've got love to give, barrels of it spilling over like a broken dam, but there's no one to catch it. Friends? They're off living their Instagram lives, posting with their boo or their babies? Family? They love me, but it's not the same as someone who'd hold you when the world's falling apart. I want that, someone to laugh with when I burn my toast, to wrap their arms around me when the dark thoughts creep in. But all I've got is this empty space, heavy as 1,000 bad dates. This loneliness tax hits hardest at night, when the world's asleep and you're stuck with your thoughts. I'm paying it in full every damn night, wondering why I'm still alone after all the swipes, dates, and maybe he's the one moments. I've tried it all. Apps, blind dates, even smiling at strangers like some rom-com reject. Nothing sticks. Society's out here preaching, love yourself first, but I've been grinding, therapying, and journaling my ass off, and I'm still here, heart screaming for a home that doesn't exist. The worst part? I'm starting to think the one is just a fairy tale we tell ourselves to keep going. You ever feel this tax weighing you down? Drop a heart in the comments, because I know I ain't the only one paying this price. A rooftop at sunrise, the city sprawling below like a map of broken dreams. I'm sipping black coffee, the kind that burns your throat and wakes your soul. The air's crisp, and for the first time in forever, I feel like I'm done chasing shadows. Yo, fam, I'm calling it. Dating in 2025 is a clown show, and I'm done buying tickets. I'm up here on this rooftop, watching the sun crawl over the skyline, and I'm realizing something. I don't need to keep swiping through this dumpster fire to feel whole. The game's rigged, apps, ghosting, fairy tale lies. It's all a trap designed to keep us desperate and scrolling. I've spent years chasing the one, jumping through hoops for dudes who can't spell commitment, only to end up with a bruised heart and an empty bed. No more. I'm out. Not saying I'm swearing off love forever. Maybe it's out there, maybe it's not, but I'm done letting it define me. My exit strategy? I'm building a life that slaps, with or without a +1. I'm hitting the gym, not for some Chad's approval, but because I want to feel strong. I'm writing that book I've been dodging, pouring my soul into pages instead of dead-end DMs. Hell, I might get a dog, something that'll love me back without ghosting me for a better option. The fantasy factory can keep its lies. I'm not holding my breath for a Prince Charming who doesn't exist. I'm living for me, not some Hollywood ending that fades to black. You tired of this dating grind? What's your exit strategy? Drop it in the comments, because we're burning this broken system down together. Thanks for rolling with me, fam. Smash that like, share your story, and subscribe. We're walking this path to clarity and healing, one raw truth at a time.